wages. Has the president given up on the idea of a $15 minimum wage, or is that something he still intends to pursue, and if so, when?
Absolutely. He wants to increase the minimum wage to $15 an hour. He remains committed. As you know, it was in an earlier package and then was not approved by the parliamentarian, but it is something that he's still absolutely committed to increasing. He thinks it's long overdue.
Go ahead. Thanks, Jen. I have two questions. The first is just on the rules around the employer mandates or around vaccinations.
Sure. The OSHA regulations?
Yes, the OSHA regulations, sorry. Getting to the White House today or yesterday, and kind of what's next, how long you think it will take for the White House to review, since this is an emergency situation and has been framed as such. And then how long it would take to implement, like sort of what's the time frame for this actually happening now?
So we don't always typically pay attention to the OIRA process, which is understandable, but what's happened right now is OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, they created these regulations. They've been working expeditiously to develop an emergency temporary standard that covers employers with 100 or more employees. So that's, of course, what you're referring to, but just to get us up to speed here, to ensure workers who are fully vaccinated or undergo weekly testing to protect undergo weekly testing or are fully vaccinated to protect employees. So as part of the regulatory review process, what happened yesterday is the agency submitted the initial text of the emergency temporary standard to the Office of Management and Budget. And now what happens is that it will be reviewed by the Office of Management and Budget. OIRA, which is a division of the Office of Management and Budget that does regulatory reviews. We don't, as a long-standing practice, comment on the timeline of how long that takes because we want to allow that process to happen. But it should be an indication that it's there, and now it is being reviewed. And once it is finalized and through the OIRA process and review, it will be posted publicly in the Federal Register, and you will all have access to every detail of it.
Okay, one other question.